What's up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it answering your questions in another episode of For the Greater. And this time, our featured question comes from Tom G. Thang.
It comes from, oh shit, it goes away. Hypovolemic Potato. He put question right before the question, which is what you're supposed to do if you are... Well, this is a new thing that we're doing. If you want to ask us a question for next week, simply put question right before the question so we can get to it. We're going to get to those first. And happy Halloween to you guys.
Yeah.
We know that it resulted impossible to create female Space Marines. Could the Lost Primarchs be females that were failed experiments? And that is why they were removed from history. Because they represent a failure of the Emperor. That's a good question.
Yeah, but unfortunately the answer is...
no. Because of the few bits of lore that we do have from the Lost Primarchs, we know that they did exist. And one of them was traitorous, and the other person was lost, right?
Lost and forgotten.
Yeah, forgotten. Yeah, so one was lost, so that's the traitor. Forgotten is
the other one.
Yeah, but none of that really points or alludes to them being females. And like you said, like females cannot get the gene seed or possess the gene seed of the Emperor because it's not compatible. It's too strong.
Right.
It would just result in excruciating pain for whatever
female it gets injected into.
Yeah.
But you do have the Sisters of Battle and the Sisters of Silence, so that's kind of female Space Marines, if you will, your discount ones.
Yeah, basically.
This one's by James Long. Could the Emperor be a shard of the Chaos God, namely Khorne? No.
The Emperor is a psyker.
Yeah.
Like a legit psyker.
He's not part of a Chaos God or anything.
Yeah, nothing like that. Next question comes from Nick Callaghan. If the Emperor died and gained the powers of a true warp deity, would a greater demon of the Emperor look like? That was a car.
Okay.
What would a greater demon of the Emperor look like? I'm assuming this current power allows him to already make lesser demons and to eliminate limited extent demon princes, the Legion of the Damned, and Living Saints. So what would he look like if he became like...
a greater demon thing?
Or like a deity, a god. So like the fifth chaos god. But he would be the chaos god of glory and whatever. What would he look like?
I don't know. I'm trying to picture something like...
I think he'll still hold on to the human form. Because most other chaos gods, they're like...
not really... well... I guess the most human would be Slanesh. It's like both male and female. I mean, because Khorne's just like this big hulking beast. Nurgle's all nasty, and Zeech is like a... I don't know. He looks weird as fuck.
His face is in his stomach. Yeah, I think the Emperor would hold on to the human form, though, and the reason I think that is because of the made in his image thing. Because like GW borrows a lot of things from... what is that? Which is Christianity, I guess.
Yeah.
So it would hold to the human.
I feel like his main color scheme would probably still be like gold, since you got like red, Khorne, blue, Zeech, and all that shit.
Yeah. And then yeah, I think he would be able to control, or he would be able to manifest demons, or well, in this case, saints.
Right.
But in a sense where they already exist in the material universe, and then he gives them more power. Whereas, like Khorne or whatever, they can manifest creatures in the warp and shoot them out. The Legion of the Damned were the Falcons, right?
I believe it was the something Falcons.
Or something Hawks, yeah. The Fire Hawks or whatever. So, but basically they're humans... made yeah,
warp entities or whatever.
Mm-hmm. If that were to happen, I don't ever think they're gonna make an Emperor the fifth god, Chaos God.
Good question though.
Yeah.
This one's by Max Greger. If GW ever made a 40K movie, what characters do you like to see featured in it, and who would you like to play them? We've had this question in a weird variety, but I feel like they need to do a not yet go into the Space Marine, so just cover like a Imperial Guard regiment or whatever. I like them to do the Cadians because they're like near the warp and you can introduce like demons and all that shit.
Yeah.
Actors in there. I don't know.
Who's the guy that plays the Hulk in the old Hulk movies?
What's his name?
He was also an American.
The boxer, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called or whatever.
Or America X. Or
yeah, American History X.
American History X. Yeah. Well, that guy.
I want to say his name is like Norman something.
Yeah, that guy would be a good Imperial Guardsman. Yeah. I don't know my actors all that well. Dusky Sky. Can love bloom on the battlefield?
Oh, yes it can.
It can. Slanesh, especially if Slanesh is there.
This one's by Chaos God Slanesh. Hey, you're right here. So, I wonder how does some of the Chaos Marine Legions manage to stay united? For example, the Alpha Legion, the Death Guard. I mean, aren't they all selfish, paranoid, and arrogant bastards? Because of that, some traitor legions don't really exist anymore. Emperor's children got wiped out, the World Eaters are as divided as corn's small sperm, and some Thousand Sons are banished because of rubric. So how do they stay together in all this chaos?
Same way that the Orcs stay together. Might makes right. So if Abaddon shows up and he's like, follow me or you die, then they follow him.
Right.
That's simple.
Yeah. Again, there are little, like you're right, there are warbands and they each have their own agendas, but like he said,
I think majority of the time it is might makes right.
Mm-hmm.
Might makes right. But at the same time, there are some where it's like, you know, like the Emperor's children, like they're being powered by Tzeentch, so they're guided.
Yeah, they're guided by the Chaos Gods.
Yeah. And like Tzeentch has plans, she plots and whatever, or he, whatever it is. Yeah. Malco616. Praise the Emperor or give blood to the Blood God. You go first.
Emperor.
I believe praise the Emperor as well.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go Chaos.
No.
This one's by Gleb Schlakov. I don't know why I said it like that. Halloween question.
Ooh.
Why no love for the Necrons?
From us or from GW? Because GW shows a shit ton of love for the Necrons.
They got the Decurion detachment, a bunch of new OP
Reanimation
codex.
protocol. Yeah. I still think they're one of the best.
Easily. But from us, it's coming.
And we actually have a lot. We have, I think the Necrons are the ones, is the one, like, race as a whole that we put out more videos for. Because I think there's up to part 4 of Necron lore.
Yeah.
It's just really far back. So if you want Necron information, just, you know, type in Necron on our channel. And then part 1, 2, 3, and 4 will show up.
You got some on their special characters, their armory, and I've got one on their vehicles coming up pretty soon. So.
Yeah, so we show a ton of love to them. Same thing to the Orcs. The only race that's kind of neglected is the Eldar, I believe.
Yeah, especially Dark Kaldor.
An Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
We haven't even done the Sisters.
No, we did. We did a weapons, and then we did a small overview on them.
Oh, okay.
But that was a while back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but they're there.
Nato RK. If Kaldor Drago can travel through the warp, defeat demons, and manifest in the Materium more often than the loyalist Primarchs without being tainted, could it be that the Emperor has made him a demon prince or a greater demon? There you go again, thinking that the Emperor is a demon or a god.
I don't know why everybody thinks that. He says it himself. He's not a god.
Yeah. Well, because I think what it is the Imperial Creed and the worship of the Emperor has manifested into the warp as the Emperor being more powerful than he used to be, I guess. Because you know how the idea is that if you believe something, it's going to manifest in the warp, and if it's like an entire race, then it gets more power. So if the entire Imperium believes that the Emperor is truly a god, even though he says he's not a god, it's feeding into the entity of the Emperor, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, even Logar, he thought the Emperor was a god, and he wanted people to praise him as that. But, as you can see, it didn't really turn out too well for him.
But is Kaldor a greater demon, do you think?
No, I don't think so. Because if he was, he would be tainted. He wouldn't be helping the Grey Knights. He's just an OP mofo.
Yeah, it's all the way the rules were set up for him. Mm-hmm. Next question.
Fruit Loops. What would happen if somehow the Orcs develop webway technology? That'd be scary.
Yeah, but in reality, they wouldn't like it.
No.
And I'll tell you why. The Orcs love to get on rocks and go through the warp and get attacked inside the warp by demons. Like, it's fun for them. They live to fight. So there's a story in one of the lores that I read where a rock went into the warp. I think it was Godschool. So Godschool's like main rock ship or whatever. I forget what it's called, like Death Crusher or whatever. Or World Killer. So he's on World Killer. He goes into the warp and demons start popping out of the weird boys because they're inside the warp. And then Orcs just start hacking away, and it's like that for months. And the fighting is so intense that, like, you know how Orcs, if you kill one Orc, spores get released and more Orcs appear. The entire world, or Death Killer, or World Killer, or whatever, the entire Orc ship was just covered in Orcs. Like, so much so that you would open up a cabinet and you would find, like, Gretchen in there, like, fighting each other. Like Orcs thrive inside the warp. So if they develop warp travel, it would be bad for the Imperium and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they'd get to where they need to go faster, but
they wouldn't have fun. So I don't think it would ever happen.
And anyway, if they could sustain technology like that, I don't know. Like, I feel like they'd, like, break it or something.
Yeah. They do have teleporter technology, which helps out Godschool as well a lot, but it's not really the same.
Good question, though. Grant Brine says, what are your thoughts on the Total War game, and are you interested in Warhammer Fantasy Universe? Total War didn't really pique my interest. It seemed too, like, not interesting, I guess. It was more fantasy orientated. It looked very, like, I don't know, like witches and, like, you're a witch hunter. I don't know. It didn't appeal to me at all.
I wanted to play it, but I didn't because it's on the PC, and I don't have a PC strong enough to play that game, and I wouldn't even have the time. But as far as fantasy, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in fantasy, but that fantasy legend is gone, right?
Yeah.
It was covered over by Age of Sigmar, and Age of Sigmar lore is confusing.
Yeah, I mean, I like the models, and, like, I like how some of, like, the demons look, but I don't know. I feel like that's a can of worms that I don't know if we should open. Let us know.
And it's my turn?
Yeah.
Zara Khan, do you think Konrad Curse is still alive? It's unclear as to if he actually died or not. If he is alive, what do you think he is doing? Because he didn't really side with Chaos. He only did it to survive because the Corpse Emperor wanted him dead even before the Horus Heresy started.
So Kurz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kurz, he's always been, he had, like, multiple personalities. There was the one that was for the justice and everything, and then he had this brutal one. And near the end of the Horus Heresy, or I think it was after the Horus Heresy, he allowed an Imperial assassin to infiltrate his ship and kill him. It's not 100% confirmed that he is dead, so if he is not, I don't know, he may be trying to redeem himself since he does have that side of justice. After all, he is the Batman of 40K, so I'm not sure, but more likely than not, he's probably dead, but GW might surprise us.
Next question.
This is by Kurz Star Hunter. What do you think happened with Jagat Khan in the Webway? Some sources say that he was chasing the Dark Eldar. One of these theories is that he was captured by Vec, and by using the Primarch genome, he prolonged his life, even by Eldar means. What are your thoughts?
What do you think he's doing?
I mean, he's probably just fighting Eldar. I don't think he got captured because he's a freaking Primarch.
Yeah.
And to be captured by just like an Eldar dude, I don't know.
I like to think that he's out there fighting in some demon world, purging the evilness that is Chaos. But yeah. in reality, I just think GW kind of...
Like, what do we do to not talk about this guy for a while?
Yeah.
He's in the warp. He's in the warp.
Next question comes from John Redcorn. Question, are you going to get an unboxing episode? And can we send you gifts like these gift cards, models, etc.? Yes, we are going to start doing unboxing episodes. We have a P.O. box, and you guys have been sending us awesome stuff. We're going to be putting out unboxing videos throughout the week. What's our P.O. box? It is P.O. Box. It's in the description.
Alright, I got it. It is P.O. Oh, shit. What happened?
So I got it. It's P.O. Box 1507, Montgomery, Illinois 60538. If you are a painter, if you like to write your own fanfic, if you like to draw and send us like images of coolness or models that you've painted, go ahead and send us that to the P.O. box with a little letter explaining about your company, about your commission work or whatever, and we will create individual videos for you guys when we do our unboxings.
Yeah. And we will get it out to a bunch of people, because roughly we have, what, over 27,000 subscribers now?
Not anymore. We got like almost 30. By the time this goes out, we're going to have 30,000 subscribers.
So it's a great way of advertising.
Yep. And then at the same time, if you just want to send us cool pictures, I want to create a collage of awesome artwork. So if you're an artist, send it our way. It's P.O. Box 1507, Montgomery, Illinois 60538.
Once again, it'll be in the description, so look forward to that, guys.
Next question.
And this one's by Dragon Punch 903, and it's a Halloween question.
Ooh.
What Halloween monster / killer would you like to see in 40K? I would love to see Alien, the Xenomorphs, or just for fun, the Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun. There's a story. Remember the time that, because we're cousins, so we lived together at an apartment complex.
We were in what, like 2nd grade, something like that?
Yeah, so we were like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And then we had watched the Leprechaun pieces. We didn't watch the entire movie because I don't like being scared. But it was around Halloween, and we have a front door and a back door in the apartment complex that I would live in. And I was in the living room, and the Sound Alchemist went out from the front door, ran up the stairs, down to like the 2nd floor, or the back door, and he knocked on the back door. And like I ran over, because I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. And he peeked underneath, but I couldn't tell it was him. He kind of looked like a leprechaun. And then he ran back around, and then he told me, like, what's going on? And I told him that somebody was knocking, and I think he did it again.
Yeah, it's like, I remember, because I had to like open the door, go up the stairs, go down the hallway, go down the stairs, and then go to the back door. And I had to do this really quick.
But yeah. And he scared me, basically. That was the moral. Like, I really thought there was a leprechaun in our apartment complex.
Maybe there are leprechauns on the Golden Throne.
They're called... What are they called? What are space dwarves called?
Oh, squats.
Squats. Squat, they're like a like an evil chaos squat would be really cool.
Ugh, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with that.
Like a Nurgle squat.
That's just disgusting.
That's what I would like to see.
A Nurgle squat.
Or like well, there's already the Wolfen, which are like werewolves.
They got vampires, I guess, as like blood angels.
And then there's real vampires.
Yeah, in the Warp Entities video.
Mm-hmm. Check that out.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like mummies would be pretty weird seeing mummies there. Because they do have zombies. It's like part of the Nurgle's plague.
Mm-hmm.
So there's stuff out there.
Yeah. And those were the questions for this week. Thank you for sending them our way. We are going to be doing another question and answer video for the Greater Wall tomorrow. So please subscribe to the channel. But you guys probably already know that. So thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. It's you guys that watch these videos that are really supporting One Mind Syndicate and are letting us continue to put out content for you guys. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for these amazing questions this time. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you in the next video. As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwin.
We are One Mind Syndicate, and we are out of here.